In a forgotten corner hidden from maps, amidst dark forests and winding paths, stood a village lost in time. Macabre whispers echoed through its narrow streets as the full moon rose over thatched roofs. The inhabitants murmured ancestral tales of a curse that had plagued their lives for generations. The legend told of creatures, half human, half wolf, emerging from the shadows of the woods on full moon nights to hunt their prey. Werewolves, the elder said, rooted in the flesh and blood of those who once dared defy the gods. The nights were filled with the chilling howls of these beasts, announcing the arrival of those who were both predators and prey. In the village, houses were fervently locked, windows covered with heavy curtains. Yet still, the werewolves found a way to infiltrate, their silent footsteps echoing through dark alleys. Terror-filled screams pierced the night, lost amidst the lamentations of the curse's victims. Many had tried to unravel the secret of the werewolves, but all efforts were in vain. The bravest ventured into the forbidden depths of the woods in search of answers, but never returned. Those who remained in the village lived in constant fear, their lives becoming an endless cycle of horror and despair. Once lively streets, bustling with commerce and daily life, now lay deserted, echoing only with the chilling wind that swept through the ruins. The few courageous souls who dared to pass through the outskirts of the village kept their eyes lowered, avoiding direct gazes into the moving shadows. The nights were the worst. As darkness deepened, the werewolves' howls sliced through the air, piercing the hearts of the few who still ventured to wander the adjacent roads. It was as if the village itself was in communion with the creatures haunting it, as if every shadow, every ruin, harbored unspeakable secrets. The elders, the few who still survived, spent their days murmuring prayers in forgotten tongues, attempting to appease the spirits haunting that place. But their words seemed to fall on deaf ears, for the curse persisted, relentless in its pursuit of victims. No one dared to venture within the village limits after dusk, when shadows lengthened and werewolves emerged from their hidden dens. Even the bravest hunters and adventurers avoided the region like a plague, fearing the dark fate that might await them amidst its shadowy alleys. Time seemed not to exist in that cursed place, where nights stretched into an eternity of terror. Tales of the village and its inhabitants spread, but none dared to venture into those sinister paths. The outside world forgot the existence of that small lost community. The village's inhabitants, aged and marked by fear, continued to live their lives in constant apprehension, awaiting the next attack of the nocturnal beasts. Their homes, now decrepit and almost abandoned, were silent witnesses to the tragedies that had occurred there. The youth growing up in the surrounding areas were warned by the elders never to venture near that cursed place, for those who dared defy the curse were swallowed by the shadows, never to be seen again. Even with the advancement of civilization and the emergence of modern technologies, the village remained untouched by time, a dark stain on the region's history. Official records only vaguely mentioned the existence of an abandoned village, without delving into details of the horrors that dwelled there. Thus, the village lost in time remained an open wound in the souls of those who knew its history. Its ruined walls held ancient secrets, silent witnesses to a past marked by horror and desolation. And while the world carried on outside, the village and its werewolves remained isolated, forever trapped in an endless cycle of darkness and despair. Today, there is no more information about the fate of the village haunted by werewolves. Some say it disappeared completely, swallowed by the shadows that embraced it so eagerly. Others claim that the werewolves still roam amidst the ruins, hungry for blood and vengeance. However it may be, the village remains a dark enigma, a never-ending story lost in the mists of time. And those who dare think of unraveling its secrets are warned by an unsettling whisper echoing in their minds, "Beware what you seek, for sometimes it is better to let sleeping horrors rest in peace in the depths of eternal night."